Can everyone see the screen?
Yep.
Are we ready to go? I think Matt might be muted.
Let's try that again. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I hope you've got your snacks because we are the Imposters and we are ready to serve you up our project, the Pantry Cookbook. Our aim is to empower individuals to overcome economic challenges through cooking, transforming ordinary ingredients into affordable, nourishing meals. We lead our community in celebrating the crafting of delicious dishes as symbols of hope and practicality. Together, let's savor the culinary journey and find solace in the fulfillment of a nourished soul amidst any economic storm.
Hello, I am Jennifer Larson. I was a full stack developer on this project, and I am a computer information systems major at DMAC in Iowa.
Hi, my name is Cynthia Obiakizian. I'm a front-end developer on this project. I go to CCAC for software development in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hello, my name is Matt Abraham, and I'm a front-end developer on this project, and I am pursuing my bachelor's in computer science at Southern New Hampshire University.
Hello, my name is Tawaya Bryson. I was a full stack developer on this project. I'm studying computer information systems at DMAC in Iowa. So our menu or our recipe or our menu or our website consists of a landing page, an about page, a search page, an extra helpings page, a user profile page, and a login logout page. And our appliances and utensils used to build our website is Edamem, Node.js, Express, Passport, Microsoft Azure, and MongoDB for our backend. And for our front end, we use CSS, Python, JavaScript, and HTML.
So our patisserie or our pastry chefs on the front end, to prep, we created HTML skeletons for each page. We handpicked food coloring schemes. We crafted wireframes to actually get an idea and vote on what the look of our pages would be based on our ideas. We established a common CSS piping for each page and divided our roles for each person in our group. So in this process, we did have some burns in our oven. Integrating the JavaScript functionality with the backend data was not happening as we wanted it to. Results page filter widgets were not so tasty, but they did work out in the end. Our user profile page was not so honey glazed, but we did also figure that out. And learning static versus dynamic coding for responsiveness, having to go back and making everything more responsive and learning that that would be more proactively done rather than retroactively. And in the end, we did have some honey glazed and caramelized pages because we think our web page aesthetic is too sweet and might cause a sugar overload when you look at it. We achieved avant-garde user profile pages that we know nobody else probably has these designs. Our pages are dynamic and responsive thanks to our customer feedback. And each muffin page is uniformly baked onto our batch. So the front end is very proud of what we've done. These are the wireframes that we did initially start with in the first few weeks that helped us get an idea of what we wanted it to look like in the end.
On the back end, us sous chefs were working on also preparing our plates by dicing and cutting our ingredients. We had to choose our APIs, our hosting platform or hostess platform, and our database was for Mango or MongoDB. For our baste and boil, we had a little bit of trouble and some boiling points with fetching and posting API data. Deploying to Azure was a devastating grease fire. Thanks to our instructors for helping us out of that one. Also, MongoDB Atlas data posting to the user login info gave us a lot of headaches. And fetching the user likes and faves was also a big struggle for us. But in the end, we braised and garnished our plates with orders sent that were complementary to each other, logging our users to their table without delay, and zesty data transfers from front to back to servers and snacks.
So now we're going to pass it to Jen again for our live demo.
We're going to begin our demo or our tour on our homepage. We have a quick search link for users who do not feel like setting up a profile or don't have time. They're just busy trying to find out what's for dinner. Here's where we can search by what we have on hand in our pantries to make cooking more affordable. Say we have rice and chicken, and we want to know what to make our kids for dinner tonight. We can click there, and we do have a tooltip that pops up saying to separate multiple inputs with commas. All of our results show down here in our cards, which do have links that are clickable. All of the links on our page are clickable and open in a new tab so that you don't have to lose your place while you check out the recipe and see if it's what you want. You can also filter by several different options we have here. We have different diets, different health requirements, such as dairy-free, gluten-free. We have regions of the world you can choose from, the time of day you want to eat, or certain dishes. You can also use these in combination with the search ingredients. So if you want rice and chicken, that's an Eastern European dish, you can leave those in there and you can search for them. Or if you decide you don't want to filter, you can just take it off. From there, if a user decides they do want to log in and create a profile, we have our login and sign up page, where if they're a new user, they fill out the sign up portion. And if they're coming back to log into their account, they come into the sign in portion. Once the user is signed in, we do welcome them back by name, and they have access to their previously saved likes and favorites. We're going to go ahead and show you how to add to this list. We're just going to search a quick recipe, and if you want to add to your likes, you can click the hearts, or if you want to add to your favorites, you can click the stars. And then you can go back to your user profile page and see your updated likes and your updated faves. And again, all of these links are clickable so that they don't have to lose their place while you're finding your perfect recipe. After that, we did decide to add, due to suggestions, an extra helpings page that just lists some of our easy pantry recipes for making different seasonings, or making some drop biscuits, or some dulce de leche, or buttermilk if you don't have buttermilk, or brown sugar if you don't have that. And finally, we have our About Us page that just tells a bit about us, our story, and our mission for creating this page. We have all of our users here and developers, and we can click on the LinkedIn pages. You can click here for our GitHub, or you can scan the QR code. When the user is done, they can easily log out, and all of their information is gone from the user page, where we will, coming soon, have user suggestions for things they may like.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
All right. So we are rebranding imposter syndrome to the new imposter syndrome. Now, as individuals, we are committed to improving in back-end integration, mastering front-end techniques. We're focused on refining our strengths to seamlessly merge complexity with elegance. When problem solving, we strive for creativity and determination, viewing challenges as growth opportunities. Through continuous coding practice, we build confidence in our abilities, ready to excel in any project. Some tools that have been vital to our success: peer support. This boosted our morale during tough times. Peer coding, enhancing our skills through collaboration. Timely communication. This ensured smooth project progress. And humor, lighten the atmosphere and strengthen bonds. Rebasing, streamlined workflow and maintained clean code and secrets. Instructor support provided guidance and mentorship. Some things that we are proud of: descriptive Git commits, our commits telling a story, making it easy to track changes and understand the development process. Frequent commits, regular updates, keeping our progress transparent and ensure no work gets lost. Descriptive commenting, through comments, we make our code more understandable and maintainable for everyone on the team. Smooth team collaboration. Working together on overlapping code sections is seamless thanks to effective communication and coordination. And finally, role delegation to minimize conflicts. By assigning roles thoughtfully, we have reduced the likelihood of merge conflicts and keep the development process efficient.
Okay, so our improvements or what we hope to spice up next is for the backend, we hope to hash the user IDs in the database and then have the user ID be the main search parameter for accessing user data. For the front end, we would like to add a suggestions functionality. We would like to indicate whether a filter has been added when the user is searching. We'd also like to indicate when the user has liked or favorited something. We want to add an account tab, and we would like to format the extra helpings page a little bit more. Some extra features we'd like to add is we want to give the user the ability to either edit or delete their information, and we'd like to add a recipe video onto the user profile page.
So these are our Git commits for our full project. And this is your check. So thank you for diving with us, and we hope you guys scan our QR code for a healthy serving of the impastas. It'll connect you to our Azure, our LinkedIn's, and our GitHub. What questions do you have?
Hey, fantastic work, y'all. Really well done. Great project. A lot of humor. Definitely kept a lot of people engaged. So glad to see that. Well, yeah, I guess I'd like to talk a little bit about so with some of these projected add-ons you want to do, like do you know how much time you're estimating, like for how much these new tasks would take, and do you have any kind of plan, like on a timeline, that kind of thing? Just curious, just curious.
Um, I think for at least the video portion would probably be a grand feed because we'd probably have to use another API, whether it was we were
Yes.
hoping at least for the front end, I'm hoping for like a TikTok API because it is shorter.
Mm-hmm.
It would be easier for people to go along with right off of our database-esque page. As far as the back end, I think Jen could probably answer that more. But I feel like our front end integrations could probably take us, depending on our time, like a month. But
Mm-hmm.
how efficiently we've been coding together, I think we could probably get it done quicker.
Fantastic, fantastic.
I would agree with about a month. Yeah, we've been working together really well. So once we get figured out what we want to do, we just kind of go at it together. And yeah, we can have that done pretty quickly.
Great. Well, yeah, very glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that you've had fun with this project and are still enjoying working together. That's great. It sounds like a lot of great communication and teamwork here. Awesome, awesome. Any other questions, y'all?
Not a question, but a comment from me. I'm impressed by your velocity and how well you work together. And I wonder if it's related to the clarity of your values. You exposed what was valuable about each of your features to your users in your demonstration. You really showed what was valuable about your overcomings in your imposter syndrome slide. So I really enjoyed that. And do you feel like that's part of why you work well together?
I do have an answer for this because when I was going back to sorry to create help create this presentation, I was looking back at all the slides that we had created over the few weeks. And the very first slide, we had already established what are like ground rules as a group. And I know like in my other groups and things that I've done, like we haven't done that before. And I think that really helped us establish like these are the things we expect from each other. So that as we coded, like regardless of what came up, we already knew what we had already verbally said that we expect from each other in terms of communication and temperament. So I think that really helped us work together just generally because that just stayed in the back of our minds, at least for me.
Yeah, if I could jump in, I totally agree with that. I feel like in the beginning, we all shared our voices, and I felt like what we were trying to say was very similar. And I think that between that and communication, we were able to work together very effectively.
Well, it's evident in the quality of your product. Great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any final questions for this group? All right. Wonderful job. I love the creativity, the thoughtfulness behind your project, both all the features that you've created and also loved all the food puns. It was very fun to listen to your presentation. So good job. All
Thank
right,
you.
next up we have Ancient Gamers. I'll hand the floor